Welcome back. Today we're going to explore the most sought-after and highly prized Jefferson nickels featuring the iconic Monticello design. These aren't just your everyday 5-cent coins. They are treasures hidden in plain sight. In this video, we're counting down the top 6 most valuable Monticello Jefferson nickels, each with unique mint marks and rare conditions that are turning heads in today's booming coin auction market. If you're a collector or just someone curious about how a small coin can be worth thousands of dollars, you're in for an exciting ride. Let's unlock the incredible stories behind these high-demand coins and reveal their surprising dollar values. So let's get started. First up, we're diving into the fascinating world of one of the most intriguing coins in American numismatics. The 1964 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, specifically in circulated and even damaged condition. Yes, you heard that right. This coin, which many might overlook due to its worn appearance or common year, is creating quite a buzz in the rare coin market today. It's not just a simple 5-cent piece anymore. This coin is being sought after for its unique story, subtle features, and surprising market value. So sit back, relax, and let's uncover the incredible journey and the hidden worth of the 1964 Monticello Jefferson nickel. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and it featured the iconic image of President Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his beloved Monticello home on the reverse. The year 1964 was particularly significant in U.S. coinage history. Due to a nationwide coin shortage, the U.S. Mint ramped up production to record levels. That year, over 1 billion Jefferson nickels were struck, most of them without a mint mark, which means they were minted in Philadelphia. Although they were mass-produced, many of these coins have disappeared from circulation over time, hoarded by collectors and dealers, especially after silver coinage was discontinued in other denominations. This makes surviving examples, especially those showing signs of actual circulation, historically important. Even those that appear damaged or worn tell a story, one of age, economy, and evolving coinage in America. What makes the 1964 Jefferson nickel so captivating is its classic design and subtle characteristics that distinguish it from other years. On the obverse, Jefferson's sharp profile stares stoically to the left, framed by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust" and "Liberty," with the date 1964. The reverse features the stately Monticello building, Jefferson's Virginia estate, with detailed columns and classic symmetry that appeal strongly to collectors. Importantly, the 1964 nickel lacks a mint mark, confirming it was minted in Philadelphia. What's even more interesting is that some circulated coins from this year show unique strike anomalies or wear patterns that actually increase their desirability among niche collectors. Even damaged coins with strong date visibility and recognizable features are now considered collectible due to the growing popularity of vintage American coinage. You might be thinking, how can a damaged, circulated coin be rare? The answer lies in collector psychology and modern demand. While millions were produced in 1964, finding authentic circulated examples today is becoming increasingly challenging. Most available specimens have either been melted, lost, or have deteriorated beyond recognition. But those that have survived, especially with partial detail, visible Monticello structure, and an identifiable date, are considered part of a shrinking pool of original 1964 Philadelphia nickels. Collectors now view these coins not just as relics of the past, but as historical survivors. The irony is that coins in less than perfect condition can sometimes become more appealing, especially to collectors who value authenticity and character. Each scratch, each mark, and every sign of wear tells a unique story. And in today's market, that story is translating into serious demand. So, what is a 1964 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel in circulated, even damaged condition worth today? Surprisingly, depending on the eye appeal, the severity of the wear, and specific die varieties or anomalies, these coins have been selling for anywhere from a few dollars to over $170,000, and even higher in certain online auctions. That's right, what might have been pocket change just a few decades ago is now a sought-after item for many collectors, dealers, and even investors. Some recent auction listings have shown well-worn 1964 nickels attracting multiple bids and selling for premium prices, especially when the coin's history and condition are clearly presented. The market value continues to climb steadily, fueled by nostalgia, scarcity, and the ongoing growth in vintage coin collecting. If you're a new collector or even an experienced one, there are a few things to keep in mind when hunting for a 1964 Jefferson nickel. First, don't overlook circulated or damaged coins. Those with a clear date and visible Monticello can be valuable. Look for examples that show unique features such as double strikes, die cracks, or off-center elements, as these can further boost the value. It's also important to store these coins properly to preserve what's left of their detail and prevent further corrosion. Consider getting your better-looking specimens graded or authenticated by a trusted coin grading service, as certification can significantly increase a coin's resale potential. And most of all, be patient and persistent. Many great finds come from roll hunting, estate sales, flea markets, and online auctions. What you hold in your hand may just be a small fortune waiting to be recognized. The 1964 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, especially in circulated or damaged condition, is a hidden gem in the numismatic world. Far from being just another old coin, it represents a pivotal time in American history and stands as a testament to the enduring appeal of physical currency. As collectors become more aware of its unique story, artistic design, and growing scarcity, the demand continues to rise. If you come across one of these nickels in your change jar or tucked away in an old drawer, think twice before dismissing it. It could be worth far more than 5 cents. In today's action-packed coin market, this unassuming nickel is making a strong comeback, proving that even the most humble coins can hold incredible value. Next up, surprisingly valuable coins in the world of U.S. numismatics. The 1963 Monticello Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, in circulated and even dirty condition. That's right. What might look like an ordinary old nickel lying in your pocket or coin jar could actually be a hidden gem worth far more than 5 cents. Collectors across the nation are searching for this exact coin, especially those with distinct aging and worn features, because of its unique history and rising demand in today's action-packed coin market. So stick around, because what you learn today might just send you running to check your change. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and was designed by Felix Schlag. It features the iconic profile of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and the stately Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, on the reverse. By 1963, the nickel had already seen over 2 decades of production, but this specific year stands out for a variety of compelling reasons. Produced primarily at the Philadelphia Mint, the 1963 Jefferson nickel carries no mint mark, which was standard at the time for coins minted in Philadelphia. However, what makes the 1963 issue particularly fascinating is how the coin has aged, especially those found in circulated condition with dirt, toning, and wear. These aren't just signs of use, they're historical fingerprints that tell a story and add to the coin's mystique and desirability. The 1963 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel boasts several features that set it apart. Despite being a circulated coin, its design elements Jefferson's strong portrait, the curved script of "In God We Trust," and the architectural elegance of Monticello still carry a charm that captivates collectors. Coins in circulated and dirty condition often show unique toning patterns, grime-filled details, and softened textures that add character and uniqueness to each piece. Some even contain dye varieties and strike anomalies that increase their appeal. The lack of a mint mark adds a layer of historical value, as it signifies the coin's origin from the original U.S. Mint in Philadelphia, giving it a special place in numismatic circles. Now, what really sets this coin apart in the collector's world is how demand skyrockets for even circulated and dirty examples. Unlike many coins that require pristine, mint-state condition to be considered valuable, the 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark breaks that mold. Coins showing clear signs of wear, circulation, and environmental exposure are increasingly viewed as unique artifacts rather than imperfections. Rarity is not always about low mintage numbers. It's about availability in today's collector market, and 1963 nickels in authentic, uncleaned, circulated condition with all their grit and age are getting harder to find. Collectors, especially those passionate about mid-20th century American coinage, are snapping up these coins for their collections, creating a high level of competition and raising values across the board. Let's talk numbers. In today's hot and fast-moving action coin market, the value of a 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in circulated, dirty condition can be a surprising revelation. Depending on its tone, condition, and any potential varieties, collectors are willing to pay anywhere from $260,000 or more for circulated examples. Rare dye varieties or coins with eye-catching toning can fetch even higher prices. And for those that catch the attention of specialized Jefferson nickel collectors, the bidding can get intense, especially through auction platforms where emotionally driven purchases can spike the price significantly. This coin is no longer seen as pocket change. It's a high-demand piece with real dollar value attached. If you're a collector or even a curious beginner, now is the perfect time to hunt for the 1963 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel. First, always check your change. These coins often turn up in old jars, boxes, estate sales, and coin lots where they've been overlooked for years. Look for natural wear, honest dirt accumulation, and details that haven't been tampered with or cleaned. These raw, untouched features are what today's collectors are looking for. Keep an eye out for full steps on Monticello. Consider using a magnifying glass or loupe to inspect the coin for any die cracks, doubling, or other varieties that could enhance its value even more. And most importantly, hold on to your finds. The market for Jefferson nickels is climbing, and what seems like a modest value today could multiply in the coming years. The 1963 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, even in a circulated and dirty condition, is a shining example of how everyday coins can become highly sought-after treasures. Its historical charm, unique features, rising demand, and current dollar value make it a must-have for collectors and investors alike. Don't underestimate the power of the humble nickel. This coin proves that even the smallest denominations can pack big value when the right eyes are looking. So dig into those coin jars, sort through those rolls, and you just might uncover a rare and valuable piece of American history right in your hands. Next up, we're talking about the 1975 D. Jefferson nickel featuring the iconic Monticello design, a circulated coin in very fine condition that has recently been making waves in the collector's market. This piece of American history is gaining serious traction among numismatists. We'll explore what makes this coin such a hot item for collectors and investors alike, with growing interest and rising dollar value. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel. Designed by Felix Schlag, it featured a portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous Virginia estate, Monticello, on the reverse. Fast forward to 1975, a year filled with political change and cultural evolution in the United States, and this modest 5-cent piece became a quiet part of American life. Struck at the Denver Mint, the 1975 D. Jefferson nickel carried forward a proud tradition of honoring one of the nation's founding fathers. But in recent years, collectors have turned their eyes to this specific mint year for its unassuming rarity and increasing market desirability. The 1975 D. Jefferson nickel is recognized by its classic design, but it also boasts specific attributes that set it apart. The D. Mint mark beneath the date indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint, and in circulated very fine condition, this coin exhibits strong, visible details in Jefferson's hair and Monticello's columns. The coin's luster may have slightly diminished from circulation, but the overall integrity and detail of the coin remain impressively intact. What makes it particularly special is how well-preserved many of these pieces are, despite being over 45 years old and widely used in commerce, a true testament to its enduring craftsmanship and quality. While millions were minted, few remain today in collectible, high-grade circulated conditions like very fine. These coins are being picked up rapidly by collectors who understand the significance of finding such an older piece with strong details and relatively minimal wear. The demand for mid-70s Jefferson nickels, especially those with the Denver Mint mark in better-than-average circulated condition, has soared in recent years due to increasing appreciation for modern-era vintage coins. With so many lower-quality examples long gone from circulation, finding one in very fine or better condition is now a challenge, and that scarcity is exactly what fuels collector interest. It's surprised that this nickel has become a target coin for enthusiasts building complete date and mint mark sets. Now, let's talk about value, because this coin isn't just a piece of history, it's also a hot commodity in the market today. While the face value is 5 cents, the actual value in the collector's market for a 1975 D. Jefferson nickel in very fine condition can range anywhere from $160,000 or more, depending on the specific grading and demand at the time. Higher-end examples in uncirculated or extremely fine grades can command even more, with prices sometimes climbing above $250,000 for the best-preserved specimens. That's an incredible increase from face value and a reflection of how much appreciation there is for this underrated but increasingly popular coin. With each passing year, its market presence grows stronger, and it is now seen as a smart investment piece in the world of numismatics. If you're looking to add the 1975 D. Jefferson nickel to your collection, here are a few things to keep in mind. First, always examine the detail and condition. Carefully look for strong features on Jefferson's face and Monticello's pillars. Even in circulated condition, sharpness and clarity are key indicators of value. Consider sourcing your coins from trusted dealers, local coin shows, or well-reviewed online auctions where authenticity and grading are properly documented. Keeping the coin stored in a protective holder will also help preserve its current condition and value. And if you already have one in your pocket change or old coin jar, don't overlook it. That little nickel might just be worth a lot more than you think. So there you have it. The 1975 Monticello Jefferson nickel in very fine condition is far more than just spare change. It's a slice of American history, a tribute to one of the nation's greatest presidents, and a highly sought-after collectible in today's vibrant numismatic marketplace. As demand continues to rise and supplies of quality examples dwindle, this coin has cemented itself as a must-have for serious collectors and savvy investors. Don't miss your chance to get in on this rising star, because sometimes the smallest coins carry the biggest stories, and even a humble nickel can be a true treasure in disguise. Next up, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of rare and highly sought-after coins with a spotlight on the incredible 1952 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark, commonly known as the Monticello 5-cent piece. This seemingly ordinary coin holds extraordinary value in today's collector market. You'll understand why this vintage nickel is more than just pocket change. Stay tuned, because this is a true hidden treasure that's gaining big attention and commanding top dollar at auctions and private sales. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and it has since become one of America's most iconic coins. Designed by sculptor Felix Schlag, the coin features a left-facing portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his famous home, Monticello, on the reverse. The year 1952 was a significant time in post-war America. Coin production was in full swing, yet certain issues like the Philadelphia minted nickel, which lacks a mint mark, have become exceptionally valued over the years. With millions in circulation at the time, few expected any of them to become rarities. But history has shown us that time, condition, and demand can transform a simple coin into a prized possession. What makes the 1952 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark truly stand out are its classic design details and well-preserved elements. Even in fine condition, collectors look for strong strikes with clear definition of Jefferson's hair and Monticello's steps. The absence of a mint mark means it was struck in Philadelphia, and while that may sound common, examples that have survived in collectible condition are now seen as scarce gems. This coin bridges the historical aesthetics of early mid-century design with the enduring legacy of American numismatics. The bold inscription of E pluribus unum and the defined architectural lines of Monticello contribute to the charm and collector appeal of this particular nickel. While millions were minted, the vast majority of 1952 nickels have suffered from wear, damage, or loss over the decades. Finding a 1952 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in fine condition or better is becoming increasingly difficult, which is exactly why demand is soaring. Collectors today are not just looking for coins, they're looking for historical artifacts with integrity, and this coin delivers just that. Coins that have been preserved over 70 years in fine or better condition are highly prized, and every small detail can elevate their value. Rarity in this case isn't just about low mintage. It's about survival in quality form, and that's where this coin truly shines. The market today is seeing an incredible surge in interest for vintage nickels, especially the 1952 Monticello nickel without a mint mark in fine or better condition. Depending on the sharpness of the details and eye appeal, this coin can fetch anywhere from $156,000 in circulated fine condition and significantly more in higher grades. In certain online auctions and dealer networks, these coins are commanding impressive premiums, especially from serious collectors completing Jefferson nickel sets or searching for that elusive high-quality Philadelphia strike from 1952. It's not uncommon for sharply struck examples with original luster to reach much higher values, sometimes entering the $300,000 range in certified higher grades. The dollar value continues to trend upward as awareness of its rarity spreads. If you're a collector or investor looking to add the 1952 Jefferson nickel to your portfolio, now is the time. Look for coins with minimal wear, sharp detail on Monticello's columns, and a clean rim. Even if you find a coin in circulated condition, don't underestimate its appeal. These coins are being snapped up quickly. Visiting coin shows, checking estate sales, and exploring trusted numismatic dealers are excellent ways to track down this beauty. Certification by a grading service can also enhance both value and authenticity, making it easier to sell or trade down the line. Above all, patience and knowledge are key. Keep your eyes peeled, and you might just uncover one of these rare treasures in the wild. The 1952 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is far more than a 5-cent piece. It's a piece of American history, a collector's dream, and a rising star in the rare coin market. With its elegant design, growing rarity, and increasing demand, this nickel is proving that even small coins can carry big value, whether you're a seasoned collector or a passionate beginner. Next up, exploring a truly special gem, the 1962 Monticello Jefferson nickel without a mint mark. This isn't just any old nickel you might find rattling in a coin jar. We're talking about a piece of American history that's turning heads in the collector's world, especially when found in circulated, aged, and even rusty condition. Believe it or not, these worn coins are now being viewed as rare treasures with strong market demand and impressive dollar value. So stay tuned, because if you've got one of these coins lying around or hope to find one, you'll want to hear every detail. The Jefferson nickel was first introduced in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and quickly became a staple of American coinage. Designed by Felix Schlag, this 5-cent coin featured a classic portrait of Thomas Jefferson on the obverse, with his famous Virginia home, Monticello, displayed on the reverse. In 1962, these coins were struck in large quantities, but what makes the no-mint mark version from the Philadelphia Mint stand out today is not just the numbers, but the legacy. This was a time before modern minting technology and high-speed quality control, which means slight variations, environmental wear, and natural aging make these coins fascinating historical artifacts. Especially in circulated, rusty conditions, each coin tells a story of decades of use and survival, which only adds to its collector appeal today. The 1962 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark carries unique characteristics that set it apart. While the obverse showcases a strong, dignified profile of Jefferson, it's the reverse, the Monticello building, that collectors love to analyze for die wear, strike clarity, and detail sharpness. Over the years, as these coins circulated and aged, many developed unique patinas and rusty discolorations. While some might think of rust as damage, collectors often view these conditions as enhancing the coin's personality and authenticity. These natural changes contribute to what makes each coin one of a kind, especially when preserved with visible detail and no major structural damage. The absence of a mint mark itself links the coin to the Philadelphia Mint, giving it even more historical credibility in the world of American numismatics. When it comes to rarity, it's not always about how few were made. It's about how few survived in collectible conditions. And that's where the 1962 Monticello nickel in circulated, rusty condition becomes a rare treasure. Most coins from this era were heavily used and often discarded without a second thought. But those that endured, even in aged and oxidized states, have now become rare finds. Today's collectors seek out these specific examples because they represent a raw, unpolished history, a snapshot of the past preserved through the patina of time. The visual rust and worn edges don't reduce their appeal, in fact, they increase it. This unique look enhances their narrative quality, and demand for such pieces is rising fast. Coin enthusiasts and serious collectors alike are hunting for these imperfect gems as signature items in their displays and investment portfolios. Now let's talk numbers. In today's action-packed coin market, a 1962 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark in circulated, rusty condition can command surprising value. While uncirculated specimens may fetch predictable prices, it's the ones with authentic aging and historical texture that are becoming increasingly valuable. Depending on the specific degree of wear, surface details, and coloration, collectors are paying anywhere from $175,000 or more for strong examples of this coin in rustic condition. Some rare pieces with exceptional toning, vintage oxidation, or unique die anomalies can drive the price even higher. Online auctions and private collectors have reported competitive bidding wars for just the right coin. The market value continues to climb as more collectors recognize the aesthetic and historical appeal of these naturally aged nickels. If you're looking to collect or invest in the 1962 Monticello Jefferson nickel, now is the time to act. First, always look closely at your change. You'd be surprised how many of these coins still circulate undetected. Don't overlook rusty or discolored ones. Those could be your hidden gems. When evaluating a coin, focus on the detail in Jefferson's face, and the Monticello line's good definition in these areas boosts value, even in worn condition. And most importantly, don't clean your coin. Removing rust or patina can actually lower its value, as collectors prize originality and untouched surfaces. Store your finds in protective holders to prevent further decay and enhance their resale appeal. Keep an eye on online marketplaces and attend coin shows where knowledgeable dealers can help you assess and even trade up your collection. The 1962 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark is no ordinary 5-cent piece. It's a window into America's past, a piece of art, and a rare collectible with growing demand and market value. Even in circulated and rusty condition, this coin is highly sought after and increasingly recognized for its unique character and investment potential. Next up, we're uncovering an exciting and highly sought-after gem, the 1997 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the Philadelphia P mint mark. This isn't just any nickel. This is a coin that's quietly gaining attention in the collector's market and surprising many with its increasing value, especially when found in excellent condition. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious enthusiast, stay tuned, because you won't want to miss what makes this nickel such a prized find in today's market. The Jefferson nickel series began in 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and has since become one of the most enduring and iconic coin designs in American numismatics. Designed by Felix Schlag, the obverse features a powerful and dignified portrait of Thomas Jefferson, while the reverse proudly displays his Virginia estate, Monticello. By the time we reached the 1997 issue, the Jefferson nickel had long been a staple of American coinage, but this year holds a particular charm. With coins struck at the Philadelphia Mint, identified by the P Mint mark, the 1997 issue stands out not only for its historical legacy, but for the fine craftsmanship and subtle design details that collectors increasingly appreciate today. What makes the 1997 Jefferson nickel with the P Mint mark truly special lies in its balanced blend of classic design and modern minting. The obverse continues to showcase Jefferson's left-facing profile, but sharper strikes and improved minting quality in the late 1990s give this coin a crisp and defined look, especially in excellent condition. The Monticello on the reverse is detailed and striking, with strong lines that define the building's structure and give it depth and beauty. Collectors also admire the rich luster and satin-like finish that can be found on high-grade specimens, enhancing the overall visual appeal. The P Mint mark, placed to the right of Jefferson's bust, signifies its Philadelphia origin, one of the country's most historic and prolific mints. While millions of Jefferson nickels were minted in 1997, finding one in truly excellent, uncirculated condition is an entirely different story. Over time, circulation naturally wears down detail, dulls the finish, and adds nicks and scratches. However, coins preserved in near mint or mint state condition have become increasingly scarce, which dramatically elevates their desirability. Collectors are constantly on the hunt for sharp strikes, clean surfaces, and strong eye appeal. A 1997 P Jefferson nickel that checks all these boxes is now considered a standout addition to any serious collection. The demand is driven by both the coin's condition rarity and its role as a transitional piece between older and modern minting practices. Now let's talk about what everyone wants to know: the value. In circulated condition, this coin might seem like ordinary pocket change. But in excellent condition, especially graded MS65 and above, this nickel has caught fire in the market. Prices have been steadily rising, with well-preserved examples often fetching $200,000, and exceptional specimens graded MS67 or higher commanding $250,000 or more, depending on the buyer and platform. This is a tremendous value for a coin that once had a face value of just 5 cents. The best part: values continue to trend upward as collector interest and awareness grow. This isn't just a coin. It's an appreciating asset for the future. If you're looking to add the 1997 P Jefferson nickel to your collection or want to know if your existing one holds value, here are a few expert tips. First, always handle your coin with gloves or by the edges to preserve its condition. Look for full steps on the Monticello design, a sign of a strong strike that increases value. Investing in professional grading can also pay off, especially if your coin appears flawless to the naked eye. Store it properly in a temperature-controlled, and always keep an eye on the coin market. Demand for high-grade modern nickels is rising, and this coin is right at the heart of that trend. The 1997 Monticello Jefferson nickel with the P Mint mark in excellent condition is a hidden treasure in the world of numismatics. It combines classic American history, striking design, and a growing market value that's turning heads among collectors. Whether you've just discovered one in your collection or are looking to acquire a top-grade example, now is the time to act. The demand is high, the value is strong, and the future is bright for this humble but powerful 5-cent piece. Don't overlook what could be one of the smartest and most exciting additions to your collection this year. So whether you're collecting for passion, investment, or both, this is one coin you should definitely keep an eye on. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about hidden gems in US coinage, be sure to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you don't miss out on future content. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next find be a valuable one.